Y'all, I truly feel like we are living in an alternative universe. Thanks for tuning into HardNews TV4. I'm your host, Terri Lynn, and this is the channel where truth is like archaeology, and every day we're digging for it. Today is August 31st, 2020, and this is my top 10 for today. And y'all, this is exactly why I've named my channels HardNews TV. They got pulled down. Really Hard News TV. Hard News 3, Hard News 4, more Hard News TV, because I was in the laundromat today washing clothes. It's been a while since I washed, and while I'm there, you know, they have the televisions going, and they had it on CNN, and it was just either totally fluff pieces or attacking Donald Trump. And I have my own concerns with Donald Trump investing in AI and Operation Warp Speed and stuff like that, but I mean, just the ridiculousness of the news. So that's why I'm giving y'all the hard truth, okay? So here's my top 10, and I try not to even take sides. I try not to take sides if you're Republican, Democrat, black, white, purple, yellow, green. I just want to expose the hypocrisy and the lies and get down to the truth. And the truth is, we are moving towards the tribulation period and a global world, a surveillance state. Look at this. Robocop is here. New smart police helmet scans for COVID-19 and uses facial recognition system. Okay? Y'all, do you really, truly, honestly believe that police departments would invest in this kind of equipment to all of a sudden play Department of Human Health Services and Hospitals? Do you think it would be the policeman's job to scan people for the virus? No, the policeman's job is not the CDC's role, okay? The policeman's job is to enforce the laws that the state legislature votes on and enacts and puts in place. The police charge people according to breaking that law. The DA sees if there's enough evidence to charge somebody on that to bring charges to take them to trial. The police's job is not to be World Health Organization, Stasi government, okay? So that is not the reason why they have face surveillance, facial recognition surveillance now installed on their helmets. They are looking for, they show us in the movies, Divergent, Enemy of the State. They are going to be scanning for people that are not complying to what the state dictates. It took 33 years, there's that magic New World Order Illuminati number. It took 33 years for them to debut it, 33 years. But Robocop is now here. Well, not exactly, but the rise of the police state, fueled by the advancements in technology, have given birth to a heads-up display equipped helmet sure to please the most anxious of peace officers. It's called the Smart Helmet, and it can screen airport passengers for the COVID-19 virus, as well as provide the scanning officer with other vital records. They're going to search and seize you and whatever information they have on you by that facial recognition. Whatever information the fusion centers are compiling on all of us, and I did that video, Atlas or Surveillance, they will instantly know who's standing in front of them and find reasons to arrest you. Okay, I did a video at the beginning of this virus lockdown when a constitutional lawyer said, don't think that your constitutional rights are coming back at the end of this. No, the boot is getting heavier on our neck. Now, I know I took a long time on this first article, but y'all have to stay to all 10. Your mind will be blown. Okay, so I started thinking about wearing the mask, okay? And people saying they can't breathe. Then it hit me this morning. That is truly oxygen deprived, oxygen deprivation. When your body is oxygen deprived, you are at risk of developing hypoxemia, low oxygen levels in the blood, which can further lead to hypoxia. I'm not a scientist. Low oxygen levels in the tissues. Oxygen deprivation can cause serious damage to your brain, liver, and other organs. Okay, now I've pulled up just two more things to go along with this. What are some of the symptoms of oxygen deprivation? Everybody wearing masks, not getting enough oxygen. The main symptoms of oxygen deprivation includes a change in attention. You're in a daze, y'all. People wearing this mask are just believing what the government says because they can't even think, because there's not enough oxygen to the brain, which is a scientific fact that oxygen deprivation causes changes in the brain. It includes change in attention, uncoordinated movement, poor judgment, fast heart rate, cough, changes in the color of the skin, can lead to complete unresponsiveness, no response of the pupils to light or breathing. Okay? Does this sound like a good idea? For people to be walking around like zombies, oxygen deprived. So I got one more article to go with that, and then we're going on to the next article. Cerebral hypoxia is a form of hypoxia, reduced supply of oxygen, specifically involving the brain. Okay? People are affecting their brains by not getting oxygen to it. And they call us brainwashed. They're the ones being controlled with the mask. Article number 3. It says the government in China's far northwest region is resorting to draconian measures to combat the coronavirus. Forced medication, okay? Look at this. Is resorting to draconian measures to combat the coronavirus, including spraying detainees with acidic disinfectant, physically locking residents in their homes, imposing strict quarantines for more than 40 days, and arresting those who will not comply. Furthermore, in what experts call a breach of medical ethics, some residents are being coerced into swallowing traditional Chinese medicine despite a lack of rigorous clinical data proving it works. Well, guess what? They're wanting to ram a vaccine down our throats without any clinical trials on it. So do y'all think that this world cares about human rights? Forcefully locked in your home and put on quarantine for 40 days. That's like going in the hole on solitary confinement for 40 days. And they want you to wear a mask in your house. So they not only want you oxygen deprived out in the public, but they want you oxygen deprived in your own home. They do not want critical thinkers. My mind is fired up wide open. I have not worn a mask, not one time, as Jesus is my witness. They can go ahead and lock me up, throw me down, whatever they need to do, but I'm not being somebody's little slave, or another word that I would use if this was not a Christian channel, okay? Article number 4. Sentenced to isolation prisons. College students across America are being subjected to a horrid psychological experience. This is coming from Ron Paul's Institute. It's not just college students they are running a psyop on. They're running it on all of us. A great big psychological experiment across the world. Article number 5 is, if you've been in the truth movement for a while, you know about the Cloward-Piven strategy. And the Cloward-Piven strategy to destroy America Resurgent amid Black Lives Matter's Antifa-Led riots. Richard Andrew Cloward and Francis Fox Piven are two names that are largely unfamiliar to the average American, but as Jason Brown notes, their historic relevance is being seen all over the country today as we watch civil unrest in the form of riots ensue. Okay, they create chaos for the government to bring the solution, okay? The Cloward-Piven strategy has nothing to do with grassroots activism and accomplishes nothing tangible for the downtrodden poverty class. In fact, I would dare to say that Cloward-Piven, as well as most social engineers, are well aware that the concept ultimately only serves to give even more dominance to the establishment and pilfer even more freedom from the masses. Cloward-Piven is not limited to the destabilization of state and local welfare programs. It can easily be used against federal level entitlements. Okay? It's a systematic destruction of our society. Okay? 8 steps to create a socialist state. Control health care and you control the people. Increase the poverty level as high as possible. Poor people are easier to control and will not fight back if you are providing everything for them to live. Number 3, increase the debt as to unsustainable level. That way you are able to increase taxes and this will produce more poverty. Guess what I heard? Because of all the, I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago. Now houses are in flood zones that never knew that they were in flood zones, and their insurance is going to go up. Why? Because all the race riots out here and destruction and arson is calling insurance companies to lose money. So insurance companies are now going to have to look to a different set of people, demographic, to get their recoup money for their insurance companies. So they're raising insurance on homeowners to cover it. Number 4, gun control. Remove the ability to defend themselves from the government. That way you are able to create a police state. I also heard, I think in California, there's a lawsuit right now because California is delaying proving of gun sales, blaming it on the coronavirus. Welfare. Take control over every aspect of people's lives, food, housing, and income, happening now. Take control of what people read and listen to. Take control of what the children learn in school. Remove the belief in the God is from the government and schools. Divide the people into the wealthy and the poor. This will cause more discontent, and it will be easier to tax the wealthy and support the poor. Okay. Article number 6. I know this video is a lot longer than normal, but this is some important information. Y'all need to see what's happening in our world. Blatant disregard for public health. Brits can now be fined $10,000 for organizing large gatherings. It seems like everybody else can organize except for Christians and people that care about their countries. You're threatened with jail or fines. And I thought about this when I first read this article. You know, I think one of the reasons why they don't want large gatherings is because that threatens the governments. That threatens the powers that be. They see the power in numbers. They see the danger in people sharing what they know with each other. And they're afraid of people rising up against what they got planned for us. Article number 7 is COVID-19. Is COVID-19 the trigger for a new world order of economic stagnation and social destruction? That's what they're using it for. The COVID-19 is a lie to destroy everything we know. It's time for a geopolitical reset. Foreign policy seems to have been placed on the back burner in the Trump era. Domestic issues, generic outrage politics, and the present COVID-19 pandemic have sucked the oxygen, wow, out of American political discourse. So they're wanting to destroy the old way to bring in the new. Article number 9. Weaponized drone swarms should be declared as a weapon of mass destruction. A new study for the U.S. Air Force argues that a large-scale adversarial drone swarm attack could be classified as a weapon of mass destruction, a term commonly used to describe chemical, biological, or radioactive weapon capable of causing widespread death and destruction. Remember, I did a video the other day. that said when they weaponize these and they have GPS on it and they have your facial recognition on it, they can put your address in their drone system, deliver a weapon to your front door, spray something on you at your front door, kill you from the air, and nobody will know what happened. And then the last thing, whether you're pro-Obama, anti-Obama, if you like him, hate him, whatever, he's not gone away. Okay, so we know that the NBA is wanting to boycott and everything. August 29th at CNN, Obama counseled a small group of NBA players. Okay, so before NBA players decided to resume playing, I don't know why it's doing this, President Chris Paul reached out to Barack Obama. A person familiar with the call told CNN and asked the former president if he would offer his counsel to a group of NBA players. The source also confirmed that Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James was on the call. Okay, so LeBron is organizing people with the NBA to call for boycotts and walk off, and he's being King James. He's leading, his entourage to follow suit. He's taking marching orders from Obama. Like Obama, hate Obama or not, Obama is still very active in the political scene. Okay, remember in 2016 from Politico, Obama aims to train next generation of activists. So this was a month before the election. Okay, in the Obama Foundation's efforts to inspire, train, and connect leaders. It's an activist organization, okay? And remember, Obama was a political activist. He has not stopped his political activism. Okay, this is from his site, Take Action. Then, so, I've got two more things to show you. This is from the Black Sphere, which is Kevin Jackson, a very articulate black guy that I like. Yes, Obama has an army of agitators, numbering more than 30,000, who will fight his Republican successor at every turn of this historic presidency, and Obama will command them from a bunker less than 2 miles from the White House. Okay, remember Obama bought a house 2 miles from the White House, and he still has a staff there, and he still has staff meetings there. And he has the Obama Foundation, which is rising up activists. So love him, hate him or not, he's still very prevalent in the political movement and what's happening. Y'all remember when he said that we needed to have a civilian army? Well, we're seeing that civilian army rise up and bring chaos. So I just want to bring y'all this: weaponized drones, Robocops, facial recognition, the New World Order, forced harsh lockdowns in China, locking people down for 40 days, forcing them to take untested medications, oxygen deprivation. Crazy times to be alive. If y'all don't know Jesus, I encourage you to seek him, because the Bible clearly states how horrible these last days are going to be. Y'all please leave me your comments below and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.